Dis one ya say, no double salary for you because some you lazy, and instead you go find work, you downtown liming and in bars drinking rum. Keep in mind this dude got a full double salary every month for 7 long years, that's 168 double salaries plus a double or 4 salaries each December he got for himself alone, and never once say he's not taking it. All this pay stretching into the millions out of taxpayers while not producing anything of substance in Nevis since he was elected 16 years ago, but got the cojones calling people lazy?
To one of the earlier callers who talked about double salary, my own view on this double salary story is that it is a bad idea. It is unsustainable, and I believe what we should focus is to do what we have done in Nevis, to give our workers a salary increase, 15%. They will get the final tranche, 5% on the 1st of January 2024, and so that people could have a livable wage. That language has been used. People will have a decent wage. This notion of every Christmas government taking up millions of dollars in the context of Nevis is about 10 million. So think it has to be at least 2.5 times that. So you're talking about 30 to 35 million dollars every Christmas. For what? And I honestly say for what? Because a lot of people getting that money are not producing. And if it causes some upset, then I apologize for that upset, but it's a fact. And so if we're going to compensate people, we should base it on their performance. Are they coming to work on time? Are they there? Are they committed to the task at hand? They putting in that extra effort when necessary. But them who come late, take 2 hours for lunch, leave early, always sick, always home, always got problems, always out of the office, walk in the street, down in the bar, them in tongue drinking rum, and come Christmas, them hold a double salary just so. And then the caller made the point, and I think it's a fair point. What happens to those people out there in the private sector? They're not getting any double salary. If you happen to work at Rams or TDC or Hosfords, you're not getting a double salary. So why is a public servant being given a privilege with taxpayers' money that you don't get? And so I think there's some merit to say that if there is something to be done, then it has to be more across the board. It has to benefit more people. And it can't be that public servants just sit down and say, oh, Christmas has come, and I know I'm going to get this extra money, right? When others out there who are working equally as hard to build the country aren't guaranteed anything at all because they happen to be in the private sector. A lot of people now are applying to government. Some people have 3 and 4 jobs in the private sector. They say they don't want them. They want to be in government. What do you think it is? What do you think it is that everybody rushing into government? You could imagine in one house, for example, where you got 5 or 6 people in that house working for government, that all of them collect a double salary come Christmas. That is what people are now looking at. And I am saying the double salary used to be something as an incentive when the country does very well. There's something to celebrate, like 40 years of independence, something. But now it's like people are thinking, I see people putting up things now, say we're on the hurricane watch, now we're on a double salary watch. That's what people are thinking about. It's like a joke. And people are now expecting it. So it's no longer even a reward for any good performance. It's just, I think that it's unfortunate. And we're developing a kind of culture here and a kind of society. You're going to come back and bite us. Let's go back on the phones. Good evening, you're on the mark.
Heck, he's still getting a double salary as premier in Nevis and an elected federal representative and leader of the opposition in St. Kitts. Plus I'm sure he's still being compensated by his law firm but grudge and vex with poor people to get one single for 2023. Dis dirty boy never like to see nobody get nuttin', just bad mind and whatless and low as fuck.